Welcome back, everybody. Today we're doing something a little bit different. I found out that there's a protest happening and not too far away. It's one of 1,500 protests that are happening today all throughout the country. It's called the Hands Off protest. I want to invite you guys to come with me and see what an American protest actually looks like. Because I've only really seen them online in America. I've seen plenty while I was in Europe. But here, I've never actually been to one. But I've always seen them as being a lot of conflict, a lot of scary, a lot of hate. And I want to see if that's true. So how about you guys come with me? Today we escaped the truck and we've headed to a local protest where people from the left and right, but mostly left, have gotten together to speak against kind of Trump's remarks on getting rid of Social Security. As you can see, there are American flags, there are Don't Tread on Me flags, there's trans pride flags, there's all manner of flags, all manner of statements. There is a bit of solidarity to this movement, and it's my first time to a protest like this. It is interesting to see. You gotta love it though. But this is what freedom is what democracy is supposed to be. People getting out there and having their voice heard. And unlike Turkey, as you can see, no tear gas, no police cracking down, absolute true freedom. This is what it is. Freedom of speech at its finest. Let's have a look.
Yakima. Oh my gosh. It's amazing to see out there.
Now I have to say, after living in Greece and Turkey for so long and seeing so many different kinds of really aggressive protest, either in Katakoy and Syntagma, there's something incredibly American about a bunch of people protesting outside of a McDonald's and an Arby's, and it really speaks to me because I'm gonna get tired today and then I'm gonna go get an apple pie. So it's a good day all in all.
Hands off our Social Security! Hands off our schools! What do we want? What do we want? What do we want?
So what are we doing here today?
Well, we're defending democracy. That's the first thing we're doing.
So is everyone here kind of from the Akron area?
Yeah, I would say that these are Akronites, as they're called, or Akronauts.
So I know we're here defending America, but what exactly are we here protesting today?
Today we want hands off. We want hands off from basically all of our civil rights, our constitutional rights. For one, to stand together and protest our government, which is one of our rights. Two, to speak freely about not liking what's happening with our government. We are the government, but it doesn't seem like it. I haven't taken serious note with the problems with immigration right now because nobody's getting a chance. I mean, they're deporting so many people without even being able to plead their case in court, which is also a constitutional right. You don't have to be a citizen. You just have to be in this country to have those rights afforded to you. Okay? But to be hijacking people off the street.
So I noticed that there's a lot of older people here today. Is this because of the move against Social Security?
Well, a lot of it has to do with the Social Security. A lot of it has to do with the stock market. I know I personally have friends that depend solely on their earned retirement. They're artists, musicians, whatnot. That's not a lot of money in there. It's starving artists. I have a friend she inherited a little bit of money and she was hoping that she could survive on that. I mean, she's almost 80 years old, for God's sake, and she's scared to death.
A lot of people are right now. You'd have to say one of the biggest surprises about the events today, there's so many expressions of patriotism here. It's not exactly something I was expecting, considering you do see a lot of communist flags, you do see a lot of kind of more typically leftist things, but at the same time you see a lot of veterans here, people who've kind of turned away from, I guess, this administration because of a lot of the kind of sentiments that they're promoting in society now. But you'd have to say that this kind of solidarity, for lack of a better word, is really inspiring to see that people are still out there trying to make change and more than just calling for violence. It's a nice thing to see. I think a nice change from what we see on social media most of the time. With the message that you guys have right now, do you think that this is something that's specifically left versus right, or do you think it kind of appeals to everybody?
I think it appeals to everybody because let me just point out the fact that these aren't billionaires telling us all we just need to relax, okay? We're the actual people that are living day to day. We're the ones that are keeping our communities together and thriving. You know, this isn't a left-right thing. This is a top-bottom thing. And the top saying, oh, don't worry about it if you don't get your Social Security check, you know, hey, don't you worry about it. It's going to be okay. Don't you worry about it. But that's not how it is, because of course you're going to worry about it. Of course you're going to be. If that's what you have to survive on, of course you're going to worry about it, because you're only one step away from being on the street, which a lot of people can say that this country, the majority of people are living paycheck to paycheck. I feel sorry for all those people that lost their jobs, you know, through no fault of their own.
But I suppose more interestingly about this protest is that it does seem to be a lot of people who are more towards the senior years of their life. And I guess that would be because of, if Social Security goes, that's a real strike to the living of a lot of people in America right now, especially who are elderly. Because while elderly people in the United States may possess much of the wealth of the United States, at the same time, they also have the largest population of poor and homeless. But other than kind of expressions of anger against the administration, it's a very peaceful event. It's very welcoming. Like I said, there's a real blend of people. I see a lot of people with military hats showing their service, a lot of pets, a lot of families. So I think movements like this can be larger and can speak to more to the livelihoods of people and their living situations and circumstances, rather than just kind of shallow political ideology. So it's really good to see people out there speaking their voice and letting it be heard in a very peaceful way, and it's good to see. But that's it, short and sweet and to the point. It's good to see people outside expressing their rights to speak. The First Amendment in America is not dead, it is alive and well, and we are here for it. So that's it for today, guys. Hope you have a good weekend. Stay out of the rain. So after everything, it was an amazing experience. Like I said, this is the first time I had a chance to actually go to a protest, and it really wasn't what I thought it was going to be. But in the end, we want to thank everybody for their support. It goes a long way. We appreciate you, and the conversation that we've been able to have lately on the channel has been fantastic. Kind of breaking down barriers between each other, because really to realize that we're all really in this together. And it's nice to be out of the truck and get out and make these kind of videos. And if you do like this, because this is a big leap. This is a big leap from what we usually do here. Just let me know. We can go out and do more stuff, because it's nice to get out of the truck. Very little time, really, in my life to go do things, because every part of my life is about getting this family ready for this baby, and getting our house ready for the baby, getting our lives ready for the baby. And we really appreciate everything that you guys have done for us. And if you want to contribute, thank you. If not, think about subscribing, think about leaving a like, leaving a comment. We really appreciate you here. So again, thanks for stopping by, and thanks for kind of hanging around to the end. And we appreciate you, and I hope you guys have a great weekend.